I also won in Kenya. We had some East African military games that was taking place in Kahawa Garrison. So I won the 12K event there for the cross country. And then from there, with the age and some other young guys coming up, I decided, I decided now let me try the road race, that is the marathon. And I started my first marathon event in Frankfurt, Germany. Yeah, that is 2013. And then the following year I went for the same event and I won. That is in 2014, I won the Frankfurt Marathon. I've been doing it. I've ran Rotterdam second, 2015. I've ran Eindhoven third. My PB was in Eindhoven. I ran 2600. Yeah. And then injury came in. You know, in the process, you push the body so much, and then sometimes you pick an injury, and it takes some time before you bounce back. Yeah, and then the COVID also came in, interfered a little bit, but we thank God everything is back to normal now. Yeah, I ran I won Zurich Marathon. That is where I broke the master's record for the men above 45 years. I just came from the Three-Lander Marathon in Austria, and I missed the record by 3 seconds.
Your own record?
My own record. Because by the time I was entering into the stadium, I just realized that, I was close to it, but there was no much that I could do because the distance was
too short.
Very short. Yeah. And nobody informed me that it is possible for you to break your own record today. Yeah, we had no pacemakers, so it was a race you ran from the start to the finish. It's a race that is, it is ran within the 3 countries. Yeah, the start is in Germany, a place called Landau. In Germany, a small city in Landau. Then you pass through Bregenz in Austria, and then you enter into part of Switzerland. And then you come back and finish in Bregenz. The race, I think, is organized within Austria, but it begins from Germany through Austria up to Switzerland, and then back. We finish in Austria. Along the sea, there is a sea. There is a sea between the 3 countries, bordering the 3. So that race is ran, 3/4 of it is along that sea. Okay, I think the issue of age, how I normally view how God created us. You know, He created us in a very unique way, and we don't need to put boundaries on what our bodies can achieve. So I normally tell my body there is a lot that you still need to do. Realize that whatever you put into your body is what will come out in terms of training, and also trying to train smart. Don't push too much. Don't overdo it. Listen to the body. What does it say? If it requires some rest, you give it some rest. But training, the race should be active, but training should be on daily basis. Yeah, training should be on daily basis. And what I realize is that with commitment and focus and discipline, there is much that we can achieve. Yeah, there is much. So long as you don't rush things in between. If you know you have a race maybe next year in May, you start early preparation. Yeah, early preparation, so that you don't crash program things. Yeah, and the body will be telling you whether it is improving
or you are failing,
or you are going down. And if you are going down, what could be the cause? You try to address it. Yeah. I also try to observe the diet. Yeah. Sports is something that is interesting. Yeah. It is interesting in that it is until you get interested to know what normally happens in sports, you might find that somebody is not heard or is not seen, maybe due to the kind of challenges he or she is going through. Yeah, but nobody is concerned about those challenges. People will only want to know how you have done. But knowing the history, the challenges that athletes do have is in the process of pushing themselves. Maybe one develops an injury, like a tendon. For example, the tendon takes time to heal. Due to how it was constructed, it has poor supply of blood, and the oxygen that is being carried in the blood is the one that assists in making sure that recovery is quick. Yeah. So, and when you are down, maybe you have an injury, you find that even sponsors, if you had a sponsor and they don't see you anymore running, they run away. Yeah. So I think those are the kinds of challenges that sports people do have. When they are injured, it is a big challenge for them. We need some local sponsors to come in and support the talents, because we have people who have potential, but that potential will take some time. It is only until they just come out is when people would wish to associate and ask them to market their products, for example. But along the way, they were not feasible, But if you go outside the country to these developed countries, you find that an athlete, even though the athlete is still down, yeah, but he has some support system.
There is that support system.
Yeah, locally, we have companies, small companies, for example, supporting this athlete, because one time, maybe after 10 years, after 6 years, that person will be, he will be up. So long as he keeps on focusing, he will one time be a world champion or a continental champion, like a European champion, So I think what we need to do, or what we need to encourage our young guys, our young men and women, we need local support. We should not rely much on the external support like these other companies, Nike and these other companies. Those ones, they have done well. They have really supported talent, but you find at a very top level. Yeah. So you can realize, in Kenya we have so many people who have potential. Yeah. If you ask for a trial today, you find that maybe you want to take 3 guys for the championship. What about the top 10, the top 20? And these same guys, top 20, top 30, if they can get an opportunity somewhere else, they will perform. We don't have the local support. Or if it is there, you find that the local support will only come in when you are a top athlete, when you really don't need that local support. Yeah, you find that we have some people who really need to be supported, but they don't get the opportunity. And you find that the local come in when the athlete is somewhere, already he has more support elsewhere. So mine is, I would wish a situation whereby we also take care of, the upcoming talent. We find out what is their challenge, where do they come from, how are they staying, that kind. In the process we realize what are they wearing, even the equipment that they are using for training, is it available? How can we support them? How can we sponsor them to sustain them? Because running is like planting something and then it starts growing. It's a growth. Yeah.
Someone needs to grow.
Yeah, somebody needs to be grown, assisted in that growing process, because eventually these people will be big. If somebody has talent, commitment, focus, discipline, one day, one time, you will be a big person. So we need only to come in and assist them, with the right gear, the right ideas, because if they get misinformed, we shall lose them.
You lose the track.
Yeah, they will lose the track, and that problem will, affect the entire society. Because if somebody has done something that damages the image of our community, we are affected as a community.
Yes.
But if at all we can assist this person to stand, we shall be proud eventually when he does well outside the country.
Now,
currently, I'm privileged to be the ambassador for Complete Sports, and I don't take it for granted. I realize that whatever the brains behind the formation of that Complete Sports, they want to develop a complete athlete, both mentally, spiritually, and also physically. They give the athlete the right information, the truth. Most of the athletes fail in their career, one, when they don't get the right information, when they are being misinformed.
yes.
When a lie is twisted in such a way that it sounds to be the truth.
The truth.
Yeah.
When a lie is spoken for long.
Yeah. So I thought it is also important for me to assist in telling them the truth, telling them that here I am.
Yes.
I am an athlete like you. There was a time I was young in athletics career, but I grew by following the right track. If it is issues to do with